Hey everyone, and welcome to a Moose Minute Project. This evening it is 5:30. I'm going to be heading over to see Mom here shortly. I checked into my hotel room and thought I would go on quick. Going to go sit with Mom this evening. Got a lot of opportunity this morning and this afternoon, and then Sherry came and she got her time as well. It has been a long, tired process, very emotional. Had a few people say their goodbyes today as well that needed to say something to Nana. It's been a rough one. And my mom wouldn't want people to come in seeing her the way she is currently. Again, if you guys are going through this battle with your family, and ask for prayers, ask for peace, ask for help, ask for anything that you think you need, because it is definitely exhausting, draining, but every minute I wouldn't change so I could be with her. I thank my wife for somewhat pushing it more and more for me to do that. So again, I'm only a little ways away, so I'll go over and see her there in a little bit. But she was resting all day. Very peaceful. Not nearly what it was yesterday. Pastor was in and prayed with her today. A couple of really good friends got to say goodbye today. I called them just so they could do that, so they weren't interrupting anything. There's some really good friends that come to mind, and Marsha Mahatka, that was Mom's bowling buddy for the last few years here, that worked with Mom as Mom struggled which lane to bowl on and those kind of things. And I can't say enough about her. Betty Carpenter, of course, got to say goodbye to Mom today. Betty's a dear friend, card player, grocery shopper. I think they've ran out of gas a couple times coming out of Reedsburg with groceries probably, and at that time both had families of very large size at home. So Betty especially had a lot of children at home and a lot of big boys growing up and eating boys. But Betty and Mom, I remember the story of them going into Delmer's, I believe is how Mom worded it, and they ended up winning enough to go buy me shoes from Schmidt Shoes that I needed for when I was growing up because of my feet and stuff. So, my mom just truly appreciated Paul and Betty and that whole family, and that family welcomed me in as well, and my ground mini horseradish with Paul and cried and did all that stuff. Not on crying from tears that way, just horseradish does it. If you've never made it, I would highly recommend you do it. It's quite the experience. You will cry. If you're not a crier, you will. It's, I think, 20 times worse than onions. But Betty got to say goodbye today too. And, I think that's very important. All my kids got to. I think that's so important, especially with us being so far away. We're over 3 hours. It was 7 hours round trip the last 2 days, but I think it was so important that I got those couple friends that were able to say bye to Mom. Mom's eyes were closed and stuff, but you could tell she could still hear things. So it was on my part, something I felt very important to do. And I truly appreciate all of them. I appreciate everyone also that has taken the time to message me or to just commend me on, not commend me, don't sound bragging about this. Just that have encouraged me to keep doing this, this little project that I'm doing. Like I said, it's in honor of Mom. I'm not ready to say in memory of Mom yet. It doesn't come off the tongue nearly like I want it to. But in honor of her, I had a good talk with her today, and all the memories. Um, One memory that stands out a lot is baseball in Little League in Aiken. I loved to pitch, and I was pitching for First National Bank at that point, playing outfield and pitching, and that's what I did. Bucky and Art Mindrum, the late Art Mindrum and Bucky, they were great guys and good coaches, and we had a great team. But Mom says, I'll catch, and she wanted me to practice, and I said, Mom, no, we're not. She goes, yes, we are, and you're going to pitch. So me being somewhat of a youngster, and I threw the ball, kind of lobbed it, and she chucked it back at me, and she said, now throw it, damn it. So I did. Unfortunately, it bounced off the ground and whacked her in the knee because she didn't have catcher's equipment on or anything else. So, but she continued that whole day catching for me, and she did it many times after that. When it came to bowling, she was always there, whether to coach me or to cheer me on, but mostly just to help me pull my head out of my butt when I needed it. And she's always been a fighter. And that's what I talked to the pastor about today that came in. And she's never had an easy life. I've learned a lot from her, and thank God I did for all the things I've gone, that you bust your butt to do what you do. And yeah, we're all going to miss that woman dearly. But that's the project tonight. And then with it labeled hospice is so valuable. It's an unbelievable group of people that come in, from the pastor that works, or the chaplain, I think they call him, but from the nurses to all of them that have come in and being part of Mom and taking care of her here at Comfort of Homes in Hudson. Comfort of Homes, they're a locked facility here, and they take the hardest clients, and it's a phenomenal group. Do I get frustrated? Of course I do. But they are a phenomenal group here because they are dealing with the hardest patients, because they'll take them. That's why Mom was in Hudson. Everybody kept asking why Mom ended up so far away. With her wanting to wander and things like that, we had to do that, and there was no choice. It was the only place that would take her. So we brought her here, and I had an opportunity not too long ago to get her closer to home, but I didn't want to have her go through that struggle again. I kept her here where she's comfortable, and they were always taking care of her. And like I said, these ladies have their hands full. I don't know if I could do it. I know I couldn't really. I couldn't do what they do. And these girls do it day in and day out, and they do it very well. So as far as hospice goes, I'm so blessed to who we have with St. Croix Hospice here. They're doing a phenomenal job with Mom. We had a rough day yesterday with her moving and just muscle tremors and things like that, and they worked their butts off to get it all under control. And so she has been absolutely content all day today. She is at peace right now. I've been playing the old time gospel stuff she loves, with the Oak Ridge Boys, Statler Brothers. Hence why I think I'm the classic country thing. I grew up with that, and it is what it is. It's one of my favorite things, but the gospel music has always been a huge part of my growing up and my mom, and so she becomes at peace with that when we play, How Great Thou Art, In the Garden, the Old Rugged Cross. Those are my mom, and it's been a rough one. So for those of you that have lost a family member, or your mom or your dad, my condolences. It's you don't know what it's like until you got to go through with it. And then, of course, being Alzheimer's, it has been a total different thing. Kind of like my stroke was. It affected me differently than anybody else, and so does Alzheimer's. It attacks the brain differently all the time. I was talking to Nikki, the nurse, today at Comfort of Homes, and Mom was wandering around 2 weeks ago when Nikki left for Sturgis, and she came back 2 days ago to Mom where she is today, not eating, pretty much in bed, and it was really hard on Nikki as well. This group of girls have adapted the name of Nana and Grandma, and they have taken such great care of my mom. So I'm going to head back there tonight yet, but I wanted to go on here and really thank Hospice. St. Croix Hospice has been phenomenal, and the Comfort of Homes here in Hudson has been absolutely phenomenal as well. As a son, when you see your mom doing the things she does, and you think sometimes that the care should be different, but you have to remember there's a whole lot of difficult, and you're reminded that every time you walk in, just how difficult it is, and they're dealing with nobody going to get better. Nobody's at this place to go and get better, unfortunately. So they deal with the decline every day, and I just couldn't do it. I'm not wired that way, so that's where we're at. So I thank you all again for tuning in, and like I said, I'll update again, but as of now, Mom is at peace. She's breathing comfortably, but it's a matter of time to her when it's her time, and she wants to go be with her dad. When I look back now, it's been 61 years since when her dad passed. So he adopted her from the orphanage, and I don't know if anybody knows that about my mom, but she was in an orphanage in Mauston, and Grandpa used to deliver toys there, and that's how she met my mom, and that's how he met my mom and then adopted her. So she wants to go meet Grandpa and be in the arms of her dad again. And then, like I said, she got to talk to the friends today that she's going to enjoy meeting again. So thanks to all of you, and I'll be back with another update later on. Probably not tonight, maybe tomorrow, but prayers for my family as we go through this. Thank you all again, and as always, if you can bless somebody, please take the time to do so. You never know what battles people are going through. So prayers to all of you guys as well, that you have great things going on. But Colin was here, so Mom got to see him, and Mom got to see a couple of her grandchildren as well, and she talked to all of my kids tonight. Well, she didn't talk, but they got to say goodbye to her over the phone as well. And like I said, couple of her dear friends, Betty Carpenter and Marcia Mahatka, the last two that have been really close to Mom, she got to say goodbye. They got to say goodbye to her today as well, and then Grandpa Phil. So her husband Phil got to say goodbye, and he's in Black Earth still with terminal cancer. So we're going through a bunch, but we'll make through it. We've been a damn strong family all the time, and I got to see two nephews I haven't seen for a hell of a long time, and they're both got good families, and they're both happily married, and they're doing great things. So it's awesome. I'm kind of jealous. They're going to Metallica tonight. I'm kind of upset that I can't get to go. My brother my brother is the music head. That's why I think I like everything from 1950 to current, because of him and being the guy that introduced me to a wide range of music and genres. And then that's where we're at. Our family has always been tight, so thank you guys all very much. Truly appreciate everything, and hope you're all blessed. Prayers for everybody if you're traveling or anything there. I pray for that too. And we'll talk soon. Have a great night.